What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to episode 1 of the Critical Level Gaming Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Bruce McFly. Next to me is, state your name, brother.
Skitty Live. Skitty, what you call me?
My man. And our third co-host, he's having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment. It is Kenny G. He will be through as soon as he can. Join us right now monthly and special event wise. This show will air. We're pretty much working on a Tuesday schedule once a month. Like I said, big events, we're going to do a live stream. That's for right now how that's going to roll. We also have the Level main show, which airs Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Skitty's a host on that also. I produce, so you can see us there. And we have a sports show on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Where the guys talk everything sports, every team, whatever you want to rap about. And that's my spiel. What you got, Skitty?
Like I was, because I've been promoting this thing like all night, early in the morning.
Like crazy.
So, but yeah, like I said before in my other lives, I'm excited. I love working with these people. It's like, no, let me stop.
Yeah, I know.
But I like working with. When at first when I joined up with the Level crew, I was just a guest. I was just a guest. And when they brought me in, and they treated me like family ever since. And for that, I'm always thankful, and I'm down for what the journey has. We got the mainstream, which is the Level podcast, where you got me, Rainy Days, and my man Bruce McFly behind the wheels. And then we got the Olive Branch, which is the Level Sports Network.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Because I see the way it was out, and I was like, it has to be the Sports Level Network. Like,
it's right now. The name is still under construction because I keep saying I need to get something that rolls off the tongue better. Pause. But it's the Level Sports Network Sports Podcast, which doesn't sound right. I just try to make it sound like ESPN a little bit, but no, we're doing something else.
All right, so the Level Sports Network Sports Podcast. Yeah,
it's a rough one. It's a rough one.
That's a lot. Check them out Thursdays. What's the timing on that?
6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. I might make a stop by one day.
Come through. We all a family here, so you can sit in a chair. I mean,
not. I don't know, but I know that I will eventually go in the comments and type in "Go Birds" about like 30 times and then disappear.
Like, he gonna say that so much he might disappear forever. Sorry, but go ahead.
And then with this new critical level, where we get to express our love and passion for video gaming, all types of gaming, where we have our certain perspective,
all types,
but we have our we have our certain I guess favorites or particular ones that we hone to, but for the most part we're all overall gamers, where it's PC, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony.
Yes.
We love them all. You know what I mean? And
I set my backlight to show you my favorite console. You see it? My backlight. What color is that?
Oh, that's blue right there.
And what company rocks it?
We already know it's the PS. You know what I mean? It's Sony.
You heard me.
Yo, I ain't going front though. We missed that state of play, dog. We should have did one.
No.
We should have did, especially with that Wolverine trailer.
Oh, I'm sold. Insomniac is I'm coming in here to talk about that today. After we do what we got to do, intro ourselves to the people, which we probably need to start now, because Kenny will catch up. So we were talking about how to start this pod, and you came up with the great idea, being as though this is episode one, or what I want to call it, episode zero. It's like patient zero. This is
Right,
where
right,
the
right.
breakout starts. You
Yeah,
feel what I mean? So
yeah.
go ahead, kick it. Let everybody know the idea you came up with and how we want to start this.
All right. So basically, the idea. Um, Shout out to my boy Kevin Sleeves Bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely check out his podcast. Him and his fam got like a little. Uh, they talk about murder cases and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, and review murder cases that happen, crazy murder cases.
Mm-hmm.
And their intro was them going back and forth, but them saying their title in unison, and then doing a little back and forth to end it. And what I liked about it was that it showed their individualism, but also showed that they're, one unit when it comes to this podcast and what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. And I liked that. And I was like, you know what? Let's incorporate that with our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea was, Ken saying, hey, this is Ken. I'm like, yo, this is Skitty. And then we
Mm-hmm.
say, and now you're in, dang, my brain is going 100 miles an hour. Hold on.
You excited, bro? This is
I know
your
I am.
baby
I'm
right here. You
excited. I'm
heard me?
excited. And then after that, we say, after we introduce ourselves, do the back and forth. Hey, this is Kenny. Yo, this is Skitty. And now you're on the critical level. And then Kenny says, where the games we talk about. And then I say, gets critical.
Ah,
So,
I like it. Now that I hear it without
yeah,
doing all this
you know
stuff
what I
in the
mean? Right.
background, I see. I see the vision.
You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I
Like, and
mean?
plus my brain was going 100 miles an hour when I was thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, ah.
Mission critical. You heard me. um, but that's what's
But yeah.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I guess y'all gonna start that next time around, because
Yeah, yeah,
Kenny
yeah.
in here, and I'm not gonna be able to fire that off right now. I'm definitely have. I got a bad memory, everybody. If you don't know by now, you're going to find out eventually, because I'm going to forget what we were talking about 2 minutes ago, and you're
Oh.
going to have to remind me. But
And then
all right, go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh nah.
I was about to say, let's kick it off. How you were like, I guess what started you into gaming? What have you been playing? All of that. Let's let them
All
get
right.
to know us.
What started me from gaming? Since I was a kid. I was at my cousin's crib and they had the Sega Master 2, Sega Master System 2. You know, the little black John, the long black John with the burgundy cartridges. I mean, if
Mm-hmm.
you old
Yep.
school, you already know about that. Um, my my love built from there, but before that, it was when my dad and my uncles used to take me to the arcade. Alien Syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
Afterburner, Contra. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole bunch of stuff, but those were the main ones when I was young that I remember sticking out. The OG Star Wars when it was, black and green, you know what I'm saying? And you really didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah. You talking about the target? It was like,
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
I I definitely love that. I definitely love that feeling. And from that day on, that's when it evolved. My mom got my first system. And shout out to my mom, Monique
Shout
Francesca
out Miss
Driggins,
Monique.
TNA. For years, she had me thinking that a Nintendo system was $1.
What?
No, and this is what happened, right? So it was a surprise. We went to, if you familiar, there used to be a store called Kitty City, where
Mm-hmm.
those frowns would turn
Upside
upside
down.
down. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. There you go. And we went there, and we're just walking around, and I'm amazed because Kitty City was huge, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a whole warehouse. And I'm in there, and then we go to the back where the gaming section was, and you know, she was going to pay the lady. Now that I see the images as an adult in my
Mm-hmm.
head, I already seen I seen her, pay the lady after I gave the dollar, but she was like, give the lady your dollar. And I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So trusting my mom, I gave the lady my dollar. And then, I turned around and I know she did something. And then after that, that's when the lady, hands my mom this big bag.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's like, here you go. And I look in it and it's a Nintendo system. And I'm like,
Woo! That's what's up.
that was
Made your day.
made my day. And as I got older, I found out how much them suckers really cost back in the day. And it
Yeah.
was like,
Inflation, brother. I mean, well,
what?
they were,
It was, they were high back in the day.
and
Yeah.
now like the OG Nintendo cartridges were like $70, $80, and now
Right,
everything's
right.
you know. But that's
Exactly,
what's up.
exactly.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah, it was that. And then from that day on, I always loved stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm particular with games that have great stories.
Yes, sir.
If it has a great story, it's gonna drive. It's gonna drive. I'm gonna be right in there, right
Mm-hmm.
in there. So that's basically how I started gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Basically family members, and yeah, I've been on it ever since.
That's similar to my journey, but I started gaming at a really early age. I want to say, if I had to throw a number out there, I want to say like maybe 5 or 6. And I know that's early, especially for our generation. But I grew up. My bigger cousins, they had gaming systems like Ataris and ColecoVisions, and I was so like enamored with like Pac-Man or Cubert, stuff like that. I was like, I have to get one. But at that point in my life, my parents weren't the richest. I didn't. And I mean, I just enjoyed going over my cousin's house playing. Then the night, what was it, 85 that the NES came out?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah,
86.
yeah, yeah.
So
It was.
and
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted that. I went, matter of fact, I saw the commercials. I wanted it. I was just like, I have to get that. Knowing my parents, the situation, we lived in the projects. We didn't have all the money. But
Right, right. Same, same.
they saw how much I wanted that thing. Like I was like, I don't want anything else for Christmas. Transformers, He-Man, none of that. Give me an NES. Somehow, some way, I got it. It wasn't on Christmas because my birthday is in January and they didn't have the money. I think they might have been sold out or they didn't have the money at that time, but I got it for my birthday. And that started that kick drive the my gaming love, I guess, affection, because Nintendo will always be the
It's a
console.
household name.
Yeah, and it will
Yeah,
always have a place in my heart, even though Sony,
forever.
the
Yeah.
PlayStation is my thing.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the Xbox 360 era. I loved it. From that point, it went downhill to me. Um, but I now and where I'm at in my current life when I do game is on PC. Like if I would have started out with a PC, I would have never went to console. But
See, go ahead, continue.
no, that's pretty much it. Like I'm a if anything, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but I don't sip the gray and red Kool-Aid. If you would.
Oh, bro, I'm with you. I'm with you. Now I've been PC gaming for a minute. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like a lot of people play Doom on the Nintendo 64. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I played Doom as a shareware disc. You know what I'm
You
saying?
go back. Go
You know what I'm
back.
saying? I played Quake as a shareware disc. I played Duke
Unreal
Nukem when
Tournament.
he what? I
Yes.
played Duke Nukem when he was a side scroll character. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? With pixelated graphics.
Right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been PC. I played the first Diablo on
Mm.
PC because it sucked on console. I ain't going
Well,
front.
to interject real quick,
Mm-hmm.
when I was introduced to PC at a younger age, I saw mouse and keyboard. I was like, I can't get with that.
Right,
That's not for
right.
me.
Off rip.
2014 ish, my son, my youngest son, for some reason, his science project at school was building a PC from scratch that could play VR. I don't know why he signed me up for this, but we did it. That was my first time building a PC. I bought him the original Oculus. I think it was called a Rift then. It was an Oculus Rift.
Right.
And from that point, I saw everything that you could do on PC, like modding and all of that. I was like, that's my thing. So I've recently built this monster this year around my birthday. I mean, I got a monster in
Got
here now. So, but go ahead.
okay.
That's what I think.
But nah, yeah, like I've I've always known for, I mean, I'm an overall gamer. Like
Right.
I said, I'm gonna be honest. If it has to be anything though, I was a Sega guy. I was definitely Sega. I
See,
love Nintendo. Nintendo is forever. Nintendo is forever, and it won the console wars between Nintendo and Sega. I can't
mm-hmm.
take away that. But Sega had the games that will remain the greatest games of all time. You know what I'm
One of my
saying?
favorite systems of all time was the Dreamcast. It's in my top three, and it's not three.
You know what I'm saying? Period. 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 Like I said, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, like that was definitely my take. And then that's when I crossed to Sony. I mean, I had a Super Nintendo. I definitely had that.
Mm. I got a story about that when it come. Oh, it looked like he coming. I have a true, like on my path. I don't remember what you're saying because I don't want you to forget. On my
Right.
journey through gaming, like the story that tells you when we were telling how we fell in love with gaming,
Mm-hmm.
there is a story about a Super Nintendo in my journey, and it's like the peak. It's like when my love was the highest because that was my grandmother's last present to me, and I
Right.
got it's crazy, but I don't want to get into that. Go ahead,
Nah,
go ahead.
you good, you good, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is forever. Memories like that are forever. And they need to be heard for real, for real.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? But I got I was there was a time where I was getting like games that I missed. So I would ask for older games,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they were cheaper and because I wanted to play them. Like I
Right.
had a TurboGrafx 16.
Oh, you
I love,
did. I
bro.
was jealous of you. I was jealous of you.
I love the
Bonk.
hell out of that machine. That was my that was
Mm-hmm.
that work right there.
I
Like
wanted
them
one of them
games,
so bad
Bonk's
because of Bonk.
Adventure, yeah, like you just
Ooh,
said,
I wanted that so bad.
man, like all them joints on there. It was a whole bunch. Something, it was something called Syndrome something, where it was like a alien pinball.
That
Like
wasn't Alien
imagine
Syndrome.
no, it was something else. It was like all the imagine a pinball machine,
Uh-huh.
but it's slimy. It looks like an alien, like alien parts. Like it has
Yo,
like
it
xenomorph
sounds
type.
familiar. That
It
sounds familiar. Hold on, go ahead, talk. It,
it,
it
it,
was strictly on the Turbo Graphics, right?
it was strictly on the TurboGrafx
Okay,
16.
go ahead.
I
I'll look it
remember
up while we
that.
do it.
I remember there was this other game where you started off as like this kid, but then that's when you grab certain power ups, and then you got this little Gundam armor on. I remember that game. Um, it was something called Dragon something, where it was kind of like you were like Bruce Lee, and you fought like different characters. Like it had like a kung fu feel. You remember
Um,
Kung Fu back in the day?
yeah. I know what you're talking
But
about.
it wasn't like that. It was. Dang, I forgot. Hold on. Matter of fact, they had what did they have on the TurboGrafx 16? Vigilante. That was the kung fu game that was like Bruce Lee.
Oh, you talking
Vigilante.
about was the pinball game you was talking about called Alien Crush?
Yeah, and it's like a pink looking alien. Like
I just chat GPT and it told me what it was.
yeah,
Video pinball alien crush.
yeah, the little pink alien.
And it said it was followed by a game called Devil's Crush. That was the next one. So
See,
yeah,
yeah, it was like
I see. It's like R type of deal, but with
yeah. I remember that, John. And what was the oh shoot, Bruce
go ahead.
Lee, the Bruce Lee type game on TurboGrafx 16.
Was it China Warrior?
I'm about to look it up. That sounds like
Dragon
it.
Spirit.
That sounds like it. Hold on. China. I think that. Yep. Yo.
See?
Oh my
You're about to watch
goodness.
some YouTube video.
This was I just brought memories back, bro. Yes. Because you could do certain moves.
And
Yeah,
there we go. My bad.
I was basically saying how I was, I'm a overall gamer. My game extends from now here's what I'm gonna go back. ColecoVision, Atari 2000 and up. You know what I'm saying?
And Skitty, right now I want you to know that while you're talking on screen that China Warrior is playing. So people will be seeing that was the game you were talking about.
Yes. China Warrior was that work back in the day. It was hard. It was definitely hard. But it was TurboGrafx 16. I remember that was one of the systems that I had. I left off where I was saying there was a time and point where I was getting all the systems that I never had. I was asking for older systems. Like first it was the TurboGrafx 16. And I was playing stuff like Bonk's Adventure, China Warrior. There was this other game. There was Alien Crush. It was like an alien pinball game. It was definitely ahead of its time. After that, I backtracked to the Super Nintendo. Because even though I was a Sega guy, a Genesis guy, I'm an overall gamer. So I love everything about all the systems. And Nintendo had the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter Edition fighting game, period. Like, I'm sorry, the way Rat King hit you with that Rat Bomber, boom, like that stuck in my soul forever. That the Spawn side scroll game was fire back then. I'm not going to front. The Super C looked better. Now
C.
I will say that I like Castlevania X on Genesis better than I did Super Nintendo, even though the Super Nintendo version was the main story. It was from the Rondo of Blood series that dealt with Richter Belmont. So, and the one Castlevania X, aka Castlevania Bloodlines on Sega Genesis, dealt with descendants of the Belmont bloodline. So, but yeah, my journey in gaming, man, it extends far, far and old, ancient times. Now I would have to say my favorite game series. I have a top 3 game series. Castlevania, hands down. I played them all with the exception of the old school Game Boy versions. I played the Game Boy Advance ones, the Circle of the Moon, Dissonance of Innocence, Aria of Sorrow. I played them Jones. But Castlevania, Mega Man, hands down. I love Mega Man. I love the evolution of Mega Man. I wasn't a fan of Network. Network was but I love X. Capcom, hear me now. You need to bring back Mega Man Legends. You already brought back Onimusha. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm ready for that. But we need Mega Man Legends. Like, we're gonna need that. You brought back Okami. And where the hell is Dino Crisis? Don't be selling new merch.
Hey, Skitty, I'm gonna have to
I'm
reel you
sorry.
in because you know how you go off on a tangent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know how you get, bro. You about to get real passionate.
Nah,
Kenny,
it's cool. It's cool.
you ain't been on here yet, so go ahead.
Yeah.
So I think my journey, I mean, just to piggyback on what Steve said, I'm sure you probably said too, Juice, is like, started with the first Nintendo, then got the Master System from Sega, then went to Super Nintendo, and then Dreamcast. But the most influential system to me was Dreamcast. That was like, I'm 14 years old, I'm playing 2K, it's got Marvel's Capcom, it's got Third Strike, and then it came out with this wonderful, wonderful game called Phantasy Star Online. I do not know if y'all have ever played that game. Phantasy Star Online is hands down. Don't forget Power Stone. Power Stone as well. But for me, Phantasy Star Online was the first iteration of online gaming with your friends and family. That was the first game I ever played like that, where it's like, yo, you create your characters, you go online, and granted, the game, it was so, but to experience an MMO at the age of 14 was, night and day. I never played nothing like that in my life. And then, I just moved on. Everybody and their grandmother had a PS2. I lean more towards Xbox because, once again, I was hooked onto the online connectivity, the online communities, and the world building. When it came to online gaming, for me, Dreamcast issued me in and showed me this whole new world. And then Xbox, they really just refined it for me and then really took it to a whole nother level. So, yeah, that's where mine started. It actually started from my mother. My mother started playing video games and got us all hooked into it. And then, we just stayed true to it ever since.
That's fire. That's fire. Like, before you hopped on, two things that you said that we were talking about. I said the Dreamcast is a top 3 system, and it's not 3 to me. I said that, and
man,
well, that was one thing. The second thing I want to say, peak time for us was Xbox 360. That was peak time.
Hands down.
Like,
hands down.
The memory we had, the friends you met, that was my first foray into online gaming. I knew about the Dreamcast, what it could do, but I never connected online then. But the 360, man, I'm a PlayStation dude. I love Xbox. But you remember, I came in there and $600 PS3 with the disc drive and all that. I wanted that much. Boy, I damn near traded everything in. But she was like, get an Xbox, blah, blah, blah. And that's the past. But yes, 360, the Xbox 360 holds a place in my heart. And that's in my top 3. Dreamcast, 360, and the PlayStation 2. Like, that was it for me. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna go top 3, I mean, I gotta go. I mean, Super Nintendo, hands down.
I love Super
to
Nintendo.
me,
It can't be my top.
Revolutionized. It's a toss up between that and GameCube. Like, GameCube is really next level as far as the games. I mean, granted, it was the that's what I'm saying. Like, it was the little brother. It was the little brother. Oh, you got. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. It was a little brother. Nintendo will always be the little brother, but they always come out with great games, great quality games, great party games. But man, I mean, you got to put the PS2 up there. Although I'm biased, you got to put that up there.
With a PlayStation hoodie on in the Union pick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, I love games.
Right.
I love games. I mean, right now, I am an Xbox shill. I am an Xbox shill. I think I don't hide that at all. But when it comes down to it, PlayStation 2, what it did, the revolutionary games it came out with, the JRPGs it came out with, the controller was ridiculous. I mean, they still was pushing memory cards, which was dope. There's just to think of it off top, Resident Evil Outbreak. I
That
don't
was
know if you
my
ever
work.
played that.
That
Tremendous
was my
game.
work. That's what Requiem's based off of. Yes, I'm in there.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Then you had the Dot Hack series. Dot
That
Hack
was
was
fun.
incredible. So you had for
That was
oh man, come on. For the PS2, they had great games and great content
Yeah.
for everybody compared to some of the consoles would just be streamlined for one type of gamer. Nah, PlayStation had everything.
I would
And then my one would be 360.
have to say my top three. If we're doing top three, PlayStation 1 off rip had the best JRPGs of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7, and that's not even my top one. You know what I'm saying? The ones that I'm about to say, y'all going to be like, if y'all play JRPGs, y'all
I'm
definitely
out of this
going to
conversation. I'm out of this.
Legend of Dragoon,
Come on, come on.
off rip,
Yes, yes,
Legend of Legaia.
yes.
What?
Xenogears.
Xenogears? What?
Come on,
What?
man. Come
Oh,
on,
that was
come on.
that work. I still got that on my PS3, and I
Great
play
game.
it till this day. That is
You see
my
how good
joint.
I am at bringing people together? Both
You
of
know what
y'all
I'm saying?
could. I'm really good at this.
Both Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chrono Trust,
those.
Chrono Trigger. Don't forget about Brave Fencer
What?
Musashi. That's another dog. Come
All
on,
right.
man.
My
Come on,
number
man.
two.
Come on.
My number two. Even though I'm more PlayStation, I will never forget the feel that the Xbox gave me, the OG Xbox. And I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
tell you
come on.
something. I'm people talk about
That giant
Halo.
controller.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Big John, the
Oh
big
yeah, the
black
Duke.
John.
The Duke. That's what it was called.
But people talk about
The
Halo.
Duke.
People talk about other games on there. But I loved Halo, all the Halos. We're gonna stop right there. But well, four and but nah, black was
Yeah. That was
that
fire.
work.
That was
And
fire.
when it
That was
dropped
great.
on the
That was great. That was great.
Xbox first, because it didn't come out until PlayStation until like I think it was either 2 years later or a year later. I was jealous because black was that work. The destruction that you caused on that game.
Real quick, don't pass by the game. Did you play this? Brutal Legend.
Hell
Of course.
Ooh, all right,
Of course. Great game.
That was my joint.
what?
That was a great game,
And
man. That was a great
my
game.
number
Hands down.
three. My number three. A lot of people were, there was people at Nintendo, but I love Nintendo. I have respect for Nintendo. They survived the console wars with what I'm about to name, and it is the Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis, hands down. Sega period had games that you never forget. Never. Afterburner 2, Outrunners. You know what I'm saying? The car game where you're in the Ferrari, you got the girl on the side.
Splatterhouse.
Bruh.
Splatterhouse.
We got
Nightshade was
what?
also amazing too.
Altered Beast.
Power
Altered
up. You know what I'm saying?
Beast.
Like, what? Bruh, like Sega, and then it had another one of the. I say I don't care what anybody says. This is one of the top 10 RPGs of all time. Beyond Oasis, hands down. The animation at the
Okay.
time for a 16-bit game, the story, golden amulet, silver amulet, like it brings me back to my number one. You know what I'm saying? Something with a whole story, Legend of Legaia, the Rasura and the Suru. You know what I'm saying? Like it stayed with us. When you get one of those new systems, you know what I'm saying, on the ones that got the emulators in them and stuff like that, you see the Genesis one, you're going to see Sonic, you're going to see Shinobi, you're going to see Beyond Oasis, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. because those, yeah, that was my stuff. Genesis was my stuff. That was my work.
Just was Vector
Oh,
Man, Earthworm Jim,
Mm.
oh,
Echo. Some
Guru.
great
Yeah,
games.
man, and
Some
and
great
What?
games.
And I
and they
had
had
Sega
Mortal
Channel.
Kombat with the blood. That's what I remember. Joe
Come
I
on,
Montana
man.
had, you
Come
football.
know,
on, man.
yeah. Nintendo had the sweat. Nintendo had the
Yeah,
sweat.
Yeah, there's another sweat.
that's
Man,
fire.
Yes.
just thinking about that, like some of those games that we had and how far they've come as far as innovation goes, man. Simplicity is always great, but it's nice to know that these games have
Yeah.
evolved into something special that we
Yes.
can
I got a
always
question
remember.
to ask both of you. Yeah, since you said that, do you think visually we have peaked when it comes to gaming? Like the with the Unreal Engine
I'll let you go,
5,
Smitty.
do you think we have peaked visually? Or do
No.
you think it'll be photorealism next? Is they gonna
Oh,
go from
bro.
that?
Again, I'm about to drop another Sega bomb. I'm still waiting to be Kid Chameleon, my dude. That's where I want to see gaming go. You know what I'm saying? I want to step into that what's on Star Trek, the holodeck. That's the type
Yeah.
of gaming that I'm
Yeah, the
ready
Hollow
for.
Knight.
So when that comes, but no, I don't think gaming is at its peak yet.
Mm.
I think the technology changes from every half year to a year. That's
Yes.
fact. That's pure fact.
The
Every 6
5090
months
is
to a
probably
year.
already on its way out. I mean, it's like they already got the 60 series about to come out. So
So
I truly. Oh,
oh
no,
no,
I'm sorry.
I was just concluding what I was saying. So no, like to answer
Okay.
your question, especially with the headings of VR gaming and there was something on the Microsoft one of these Microsoft shows that I watched where there was this dude, he was playing on this table and it was like a 3D like holographic table and he's playing Minecraft on that thing, creating a whole world. And it's literally like, you know how they did the hologram monsters on Star Wars, where it was literally like that, but you're watching somebody play Minecraft on a world view. And it was bananas. So yeah, technology gaming has not reached its peak. We're high. We're way
now
above where we used to
I
be.
wasn't talking about the overall gaming visually.
Mhm.
Visually, do you think because people like each remember there was a time with the PlayStation, well, I'm gonna say the Xbox to 360 jump. Visually, we were like, this looks amazing. Or from maybe even like the
Mhm.
PlayStation 4 from the three, well, the three from the two. That was a huge leap. So I don't think we're going to have another huge leap like that again. It might be incremental, but I think we've pretty much peaked visually unless you're going to go with photorealism, like where you're basically playing with real people type deal.
I mean, we've done that.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll
Go
give
ahead, Kenny.
you. I'll give you two games. I'll give you two games. If you ever get an opportunity to play these two games on a computer at the highest settings, you'll understand why we have peaked. That's
I
Cyberpunk
did. I'm doing that
2077,
now. Cyberpunk,
and
I'm doing that. Go ahead. I
there,
got you.
there you go. And there was a beta that came out, I want to say a year or two ago. It was the Matrix beta that ran off the Unreal 5 engine. When you
Oh
play those two games, you will visually see we
yeah.
have peaked. We can't go
Yeah,
any further. We can't go any higher.
exactly.
Those.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Those.
cut you off, but I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute my mic.
I got you. I got. I mean, realistically, when you play those kind of games and you see the photorealism, you see the detail in the characters, you see the details in the explosion, you see the detail in the car, you see the visual effects when it comes to interacting with the AI in the game itself, your actual characters' visual detail, that's peak. Like, I don't think we can go any further than that unless, again, they're going to keep investing in the VR, which me personally, I think VR is a mistake. I don't think it should exist. It's just me. It's just me personally. But if you ever get a chance, Cyberpunk 2077, play it on PC, you will see that we can't go any further than that.
I when you said that because that's my answer. My answer is pretty much I think we've peaked, and I have Cyberpunk. running with a photorealistic mod that makes it look
Oh yeah,
insane. I show people, I'm like, look at this, and
it's
it looks
crazy.
insane. And then I got the widescreen monitor, so they like, this game looks. I don't think we can go any further than that. I mean, the only advancements I see is something like, I'm just going to use this as an example, so Kenny don't get mad. Sony PlayStation did with Ratchet and Clank when you were going through those rifts and it was like seamless jump into
Oh
a universe to
yeah,
universe of different things. I think advancements like that are what we can expect, but visually, I think it's a wrap.
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah,
Whoever else gonna.
we
I
two for
truly
we 2 for 3. We
okay.
2 for 3. I'm telling y'all, man.
2 for 3.
It happens, man. It happens every time, yo. We think we reached the top, and like, because I can imagine, like back in the day when people first saw Duke Nukem 3D. Like I said, going from him being a side scroll character with the blonde hair, you only seeing half of him, you know, looking to shoot, and then you go around giving strippers dollars saying "shake it, baby." You know what I'm saying?
Not only
Like,
that, what was the name of that game? Crisis. Everybody thought that was
that
Crisis.
was
Was
another
Crisis,
one.
another one.
was
Yeah.
Yeah, run that on a PC. Crisis 3.
Well, at that time, Crisis One was known as a PC
Oh yeah,
breaker.
you
Like
couldn't,
you
you
could not
couldn't,
run it
you
on its
couldn't,
highest
you could
settings.
not.
Yeah.
I remember my aunt got it. We had to take it back. We had to take it back. Yeah, we had to take it back.
But it's kind of hard. It's going to be kind of hard to really push the limitations of any
Right.
technology we have right now. Uh, I mean, sure, yeah, you can do photorealism, you can do hyperrealism, you can do VR, but at some point, your eyes is only going to be able to see so much. Like the constant debate and argument of 4K versus 1080 or 4K versus with 120 frames per second. Like your eyes can't process that much data. I'm a firm believer that once it gets to like 45 to 60 frames per second, that's enough that your brain can register and actually understand. You try to go any higher than that, your brain's not going to be able to capture that information. But there's this push of if it doesn't run 4K and it doesn't have 200 frames a second, it's going to be trash. We the big swing of how good does the game look versus how good does the game play needs to go back to how good the game plays. Every game is going to
Right.
look good, but if you're going to sacrifice my visuals
We
for
got a
my
problem.
gameplay, I have a problem.
I had a problem with a
I have a
couple
problem.
games like that.
Yeah.
Um, what was that game called? Remember Me? It was like Capcom. It was
Oh,
like
remember me?
Capcom's.
Yeah.
It felt like Arkham Asylum type gameplay, but it was
Hmm.
visually beautiful game. But the gameplay itself was kind of crappy. Like it was
Yes.
disappointing. So you know what I mean. But yeah, 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 yeah. So what are we playing now though? What are you playing now, Ken?
Man, oh man, what am I playing now? Well, obviously, I'm a stickler for MMOs. So if it is a multi-massive online role-playing game, I'm playing it. Right now, I've been beta testing this game called Fellowship, as well as Ashes of Creation. But your boy has been playing, as you can see behind me, I've been playing World of Warcraft for 20 years. And I'm excited for Midnight to come out. I can't wait for it's ridiculous how long I've been playing this game and I'm still hooked on it. But as far as like console games or non-MMO games, I am waiting for Outer Worlds 2. I think that game's gonna be
Of
incredible.
course, I love Outer World. I love the first one.
Good bunch of stuff.
It was like if Firefly had a video game. The show. That's exactly what Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
That's exactly
for
what
sure.
Outer Worlds
Yeah.
can be if you do it like that. Because I love it. I went in on that when it first dropped. I went in on that game. That's one of the few games I would say because it came out for Xbox first. That it was that and
Yes. Yes.
and
Right to Game
grounded.
Pass.
Grounded that game, and you know, I stopped playing it because it was like, all right, yo, when I really need to play with people because I was getting myself sick from drinking the water. I'm like, come on, man, like I can't drink water. Like they're like, nah, it's dirty, it's dirty. Yeah.
You guys. The good thing about ground is if you get the right people, you build your fortress, you get your purified water, and you're good to go. You gotta get the right
So
people.
what you playing,
Right
Bruce? What you getting on?
Oh man, y'all was having a good conversation. I want to revisit something you said about the Outer Worlds. I am a huge Bethesda fan. They at one time Bethesda was my favorite developer. Or they it was it. I met a guy probably a few years back before Skyrim came out because Oblivion was my favorite game for a while. Even when Fallout came out, Oblivion. Like I remember going back to Kenny getting the book. I was like, I need the manual, the cheat guide, or whatever, because I was in love with that game. Like it almost ended my first marriage because I had 400 hours on Oblivion. You feel me? But
Good, man. It's that good.
I
It's
met
that good.
this guy when I was at work, and he told me he worked for Bethesda, and I was like, "Oh man, y'all made one of my favorite games of all time, Oblivion." He was like, "Oh yeah, you like Oblivion? Oblivion? Well, I'm up here for a reason. Stay tuned this weekend. They announced Skyrim, and he couldn't tell me at that time, but I would have probably passed out in that joint.
Right.
Anyway, I say all of that to say I played the Outer Worlds because it reminded me of Fallout. Like, I mean, when I saw the gameplay of it, some of the I guess the core skills or some of the perk trees look like a Bethesda game. So I was like, I want to play that. And when I played it, I became a fan of it. I just hated it that it was that short. I thought it was like something that would have lasted like a Bethesda game forever. Starfield, one of my favorite games. There's haters out there. I love Starfield, but
it's back there.
Look, I got the hold on.
Yeah, I got the collectors back there. Oh, we doing that? Are we doing that? Hold on. I didn't know we was doing that. I didn't know we was doing that.
It's funny that y'all say that because Outer Worlds is from the makers of New Vegas.
New Vegas.
And New Vegas is arguably one of the greatest Fallout games.
People consider it the best Fallout game.
So
and it's crazy that Bethesda didn't make it. That's why they try to erase that. They like, nah, y'all play Fallout 3 or 4. But to answer your question, what I'm playing, I had to go to my Steam just to make sure I can be accurate. I've been playing Into the Dead, Darkest Days. I told you, Skitty, I was playing it. You played it on mobile, and I got back into No Man's Sky. And I played a little bit of Superhero Simulator, but all of that is nothing compared to what I'm waiting for, and that is Battlefield 6. That's what I'm waiting for. The next time we have this show, like I told Skitty earlier, next time we have this show, y'all gonna be like, so what y'all playing? I'm playing Battlefield 6. That's what I'm waiting for. So
it's funny that you said No Man's Sky because what I've been playing recently, of course, y'all know I've been running that Silent Hill F Fire. You know what I'm saying? It stuck to. It's basically it's not your traditional Silent Hill game, but it's Silent Hill, I think, at its rare form. Because Silent Hill, as I was telling Bruce earlier, Silent Hill was made by by Japanese storytellers, basically, but it had a European-based location with European-based situation, but it was still Japanese horror. Where now Silent Hill F, you're in the '60s in Japan as a teenage girl going through some crazy situations.
I didn't know it was the '60s. Wow.
Yes, the '60s.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, you got no guns. No guns. So you definitely gonna have to bob and weave. But when you said No Man's Sky, what I've been playing, oh yeah, because I beat Silent Hill and I found out that you got to beat it 4 more times. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to chill on that to complete the whole story. But back to my No Man's Sky reference, jump space, jump space, jump space, jump space. Y'all need to hop on that because I need a crew. And I need somebody to man the guns. I need somebody to, get the shields up because doing the harder missions by yourself is crazy. Crazy. And I mean, it's already, like I said, it's like I told Bruce, it's like No Man's Sky and Destiny had a sexy baby. It's just like that. It's just like that. And you can play with a crew of four, and it's awesome. Like to the exploration that you can do, the missions that you get on, the salvage missions, and the fact because this is what happened to me recently. Certain ships you can board after you defeat them. The Corvettes, you can after you wear them down, you can board them. Fight the Legion because that's what the robots enemies are on this game. You fight the Legion. Grab the special item on the board, and then as soon as you grab the special item, the ship's going to self-destruct. You got to get out of there, and that explosion is huge. But I mean, it's just so crazy good, and I love that.
Real quick, I just want to say video courtesy of IGN, just so we get them name right. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, no. But yeah, but jump space, it's been a very crazy ride. And at first I was able to do it by yourself because you do have an option to do it by yourself, where you have a little robot companion that helps you fight. I told I told Bruce earlier, I was like, yeah, it got me on my Buck Rogers. Call me Flash Skinny. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, it's awesome. But like I said, I did one of the harder missions where the ships get upgraded. Instead of just regular gunships, it's gunships, but they're missile gunships. Instead of weak fighters, you got regular fighters. And then you'll have a couple Corvettes in there. And then there was a couple destroyers that's trying to destroy it gets crazy the harder it gets. You definitely need a crew to run that game. $20 and it's fire. That's I mean. So if you're looking for a game like that, I definitely recommend Jump Space. Off rip.
To piggyback on what y'all talking about by No Man's Sky, I also play No Man's Sky. I play hardcore survival and I have over 375 hours in that version of the game. Where if you die, that's it. Anything you built up, anything you've obtained, that's it. And I have yet to die in this game. I've yet to. I have a living ship. I have a massive base. I am a mayor of a town. I have a colony I take care of. Yeah, I love
Bro,
No Man's Sky.
like,
Love
yo,
No Man's Sky.
have you ever heard the term, you are a hawk? You ever heard that? You are
Yeah,
a hawk.
yeah. I'm a hawk. I'm absolutely a hawk. It's just like those kind of games, like space exploration games, I love. Starfield, I love. No Man's Sky, I love. I don't know much about Jump Space. I've heard of it. I'm definitely going to check it out. One game that I got, unfortunately, I know like there's a lot of controversy around the game because the game doesn't really exist because people are like essentially paying into it and it's never coming out. Star Citizen. I love Star Citizen. I play Star Citizen so much. Unfortunately, my current computer cannot really run it, but the game is incredible. The community is incredible. The RP, if you're into it, incredible. The ability to just get a ship, have your buddies, it's kind of like with Jump Space, control the engines, control the guns. You're the flight deck captain. Like a lot of stuff is really, really cool. I wish I could play it, but I can't. But there's a lot of hubbub about that game because, again, it has. I think it's close to $600 million it has fundraised, and it's never really come out. I think it's still alpha. It's not even beta, but the game is incredible. The game is incredible.
Yeah, I definitely
Jeez,
heard about Star Citizen. No, I was saying I heard about Star Citizen.
I was gonna ask him, did you
Yeah, I love
spend
it.
some
It's
real
good.
money in that to purchase a ship yet or anything?
We know he did.
I
You know,
All right. And
when Pokemon Go came out, we all played. We all paid for our Pokeballs, so you know he paid for
listen,
that.
in a very vulnerable moment, I would like to say, okay, so they had it. Okay, let me break this down to you. All right, all right, all right, all right. I bought I think the ship was called the Vector X, and whatever. It came with the ATV, a 4-wheeler. I needed it, okay, because I'm going to explore these planets. I can't be doing no foot. I need a vehicle, okay. I need a vehicle. So it's as crazy as this is. I went back to the website. I think it's Robert Space Industries. I think that's the site. Give them a little plug. Uh, you can log into your account and they have all your ships registered. Okay, you can then trade in your ships. Okay, I know this mentality. I worked at GameStop for 12 years. You can trade in your ship for X amount of currency, and then add a couple more dollars to your account and buy new ships. So yes, I did go out of my way to buy one ship. It was like $8, but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. It's an incredible game. So yes, I unfortunately gave them money for a game that's probably never coming out.
I mean, I've seen videos and I've actually researched the game before, but once I saw like it's pretty much a buy-in. If you want to compete,
Yes.
I couldn't do that. I knew if I bought something, I wouldn't play the game enough to like validate that purchase. So, I mean, but I will if you stream that game, I'll watch it. I can't invest.
Appreciate
I can't invest that type of time into that because Warcraft. I've always been interested in that, but I know I can't invest that type. I love Skyrim. I told you I love Oblivion, but I couldn't invest into Elder Scrolls Online. I couldn't do it. It's like it's that.
I did that. I gave it a shot.
I think when it first came out, I tried to give it a shot, and then it didn't have the same magic as playing that RPG by yourself. Like you can, the imagination, you can create your own story. Like, oh, I remember in Oblivion, I thought it was some big deal for me that I found this sword called Umbra. It was like a black ebony glass sword, and I had did some type of hack glitch that I found online that basically put like soul stones in the sword, and it made it so powerful. If you two hit people, it would absorb their sword or something. It was some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I just felt like, oh my goodness, I did this. Now I'm gonna go into the Oblivion gates and run it like Skeletor. I thought I was gonna have like Snake Mountain. That was all in my mind. When you do that on Elder Scrolls Online, it's a bunch of people that running around. Somebody will do the tea bag in front of you. That breaks immersion for me. I'm like, I'm out of here, bro. So yeah, I'm sorry to go off on a skitty tangent, but y'all got what I was.
It's all good.
I understand, my brethren. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, man.
So we'll say this though. So as I guess I'm an old head now of World of Warcraft and MMOs. Okay, I will never discourage someone from playing it. By all means, give it a shot. Because you never know. You might like it, you might not. I will just warn you, like any other online community game. Remember back in the day, back in 2005, 2004 and 5, when those ESRBs were coming on the box and it says online game experiences vary, or internet activity varies. World of Warcraft is the ultimate. At any point in time, I'm exaggerating, but any point in time, there could be a million people playing this game. So that means there's a million different people you interact with. That's a million different personalities you interact with. So you can come across some a-holes, some great people, and some weird LARPers in the middle. Like, it is a great. And the good thing about games like that, or MMOs in particular, you put your personality into the character. I've been playing the same character for 20 years. He has now become part of me. As weird as that is, he is me, I am him. So, when you get online or you play online with people that you may or may not know, like, you put your personality into that character. That's what makes those games so much fun. I've realized that at a very young age, from Fantasy Star Online, just to do a quick callback, or Final Fantasy 11, or Dungeon Siege, or I mean, we all have. I'm assuming we played Diablo to a certain
Oh,
degree.
oh,
So games like that, where you could put your personality into your character. That's why I enjoy those games
right.
so
Let me
much.
tell you, you done triggered me. You done triggered me. Like I was telling Bruce earlier, I was playing Diablo since PC. I played it on the console, but it was crap. It wasn't console wasn't ready back then for
Mhm.
Diablo for a game like Diablo. Um,
Absolutely.
four because I've got four on my PlayStation, and even though I like it, it's still kind of disappointing me right now. You're coming out with all this
Why
the
is that?
extra content. Like, if you're gonna give extra content, give us a new story. You did that with Vassal of Hatred. You gave us a new story with extra content. Come on now, what's going on with Mephisto? That the fact that he took over old dude's body, he took over Akarat's body. Why are we not talking about
Mhm.
this when it comes to Diablo and the Diablo community? All we're talking about is these new skins. Don't get me wrong, I do love the Diablo StarCraft crossover because I was a fan of StarCraft back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I like, StarCraft, Warcraft, those strategic type games. They're kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I like the story of StarCraft. I'm more of a sci-fi guy than I am a fantasy guy. Um, but I understand, your cross-platform and whatever. But like, nah, give us a story. We need a new story to continue this game, or give us like a whole new game. Stop giving us these extra skins that nobody really care about.
And that is a key point of why I hate the current state of gaming. Everything you said is correct. Everything you said is correct. The issue with gaming now is they found an infinite money glitch. They can release an incomplete game or broken game, promise to patch it down the road, or go, hey guys, you really want this additional mission, right? Just give us $10. That business model has ruined the industry to the nth degree. That should not exist. You should either release. That's why Elden Ring did so well. Elden Ring was the first game I played in years that was a complete game. You didn't need to buy DLC. If it had it, who cares? The game was complete. If you are forcing me to buy content for your game, well, one, it should never happen. And two, the game should be complete the day I bought it. And I never want to see a battle pass on another game again. Why are you forcing me now to log onto this game every day for like this mouse and wheel scenario to where it's like, oh, if you log in 7 days straight, we'll give you this. But now if I don't, I miss out. And that content or exclusive is now gone. When it comes to microtransactions, in my opinion, it should only be cosmetics. It should be an option. It should never be forced upon you to buy it. And if you want me to buy it, it should always be optional. It shouldn't stop my growth
Exactly.
in the game. Vessel of Hatred is a great option. Well, I'll use Diablo as an example, but it's a great example of Vessel of Hatred. Sure, it continued the story. It gave you the Spirit-born character, but all of a sudden the game ends and there's nothing else. But help, wait, hold on. We got some patches coming, but then you have to buy some more content if you want. I hate that. It
It's
drives me
yeah,
crazy.
dog. It pissed me off. I'm like, yo, like, cause it was something popped up on my phone, cause I'd be waiting for that Diablo content to drop, and I'd be like, yo, I don't want another skin. What the like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Like, what's going on? What is going on with the Mephisto Akarat? Like, what's going on? Like, I'd be really like getting mad. Like I said it.
And that's so
Don't give
crazy
us a
too.
new.
That's
I
so
said it on
crazy.
one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What was you about to say?
You know? No. I was
I
agreeing
said
with
it
you. I was
on
agreeing with
one
you.
comment. There's they're remastering Deus Ex. And I said, yo, I said, excuse me,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Either give us a remake or give us a better new game. Because yeah, what was that one? Mankind Evolved or whatever the last one was crap.
Talking about man. Oh,
Revolution.
human revolution.
That
Yes.
was a
Yeah.
disappointment. And the graphics could like it could have been amazing,
Really?
but like it was glitchy. Two, the story was just sucky too, dog. It was like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Y'all took a great story. It was like if it felt like they fumbled that one just for contract purposes for real, for real. That's what it felt like. But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't want to remaster. I'm sick and tired of remasters. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Legend of Dragoon came out with a remaster, I'd buy it on a drop of a hat. But
Ugh,
but nah, but I need a
ugh.
remake. I need remakes. We need remakes or we need better brand new games. Period.
Well, the issue with, and this is the other side of the video game industry that I hate. The issue with that now is the original IDOS studio that created it,
Yeah.
it went under, and they got bought out. They're now Square Enix now. So if they don't own that IP in its totality, which I don't know if they do or don't, if they don't own it, they
Right.
can't make another game. Or, hey, why are we pumping resources into a game we think is not going to sell? We saw that happen recently with Perfect Dark Zero or whatever Perfect Dark was about to come out. Microsoft clearly moved their resources away from it, shut the studio, and now they're pumping something else. So it's like that's the ugly part of the industry now that it does. The only people that suffer is the gamers. Like, for real, I mean, of course, the people that work there, yes, the people that work there as well, they lose their job. But it sucks because now we don't get to enjoy it because now there's too much red tape involved to
Oh
deal with the game.
man,
So
that took me back
it's too,
to StarCraft: The Ghost. I
oh, that game's never
hype.
coming out.
Real quick,
I was hype about that game.
I want to interject real quick
Go ahead. Go
because
ahead. Go
you're
ahead.
such a Kenny, you're such a Microsoft fan. Um, and
Yes,
we were talking about the perfect dark situation, and then they closing the studio down. I mean, this is not going to be a conversation about people losing their jobs. I don't want to remind people about that.
right.
But
Mhm.
how do you and you, Skitty, feel about the game industry moving toward consolidation? The
Mm.
major companies starting to buy up. I know when something gets bought up, new companies are born somewhere else, like a new studio pop up here from the individuals that may not have wanted to work for someone else again. I understand that, but how do
Yeah.
you in let's just put this in a vacuum. How do you feel about the move towards consolidation in the game industry?
Now, are you talking consolidation as in,
Because what I'm saying is Sony has bought up. Well,
okay.
they bought what's this the Destiny studio Bungie,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they
Oh
bought a
yeah,
major
Bungie.
part
Bungie.
of a studio that I love from software, and it's inevitable for them to
Hmm.
buy them out fully. It's been rumors that another big company Sony is eyeing. We can go back to Microsoft. Everything they've brought up in the last 5 6 years. The
Yeah.
major Korean or Chinese companies, Tencent and stuff like that. Yeah,
Tencent.
so it looks like it's going to eventually be like how I see college football. Two giant conferences, which is the SEC and the Big Ten. Everybody is just going to be those two. Like, so and Nintendo doing their own thing. I don't think anyone will ever buy it.
It's
Like,
forever.
Yeah,
Like I said, they're
nobody.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, so it just seems like it's eventually going to be like four companies left in the game industry with other little independent places fighting for a publishing deal here and there. But I guess what are
Well,
your thoughts on that? And if you dispute it, tell me why.
I mean, in certain cases, I don't dispute it.
Mm,
Um, in most cases, EA, I do dispute it.
mm.
So, yeah, I'm glad y'all got that one because we already know EA is like the dark empire of game.
Real quick, we got a
Yeah.
time check. We have 15 minutes left because we just got that.
Oh,
It's pushing
yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah,
an
yeah,
hour.
but yeah, as far as like certain ones, um, because remember, Bungie used to be Microsoft. Well, first Bungie was on their own, but they were mainly Microsoft for years, especially with the fact that
Mm.
Microsoft bought Halo, everything Halo. It was its main dog. You know what I'm saying? Um, but Bungie left that. They left that. That was permanent, and they were like, "Nah, we done with y'all," and then went to the ops. That speaks volumes. One, that speaks volumes. Um, People have had success in Microsoft. You know what I mean? Where, if I'm not mistaken, isn't no, they didn't buy Bethesda, did they? Is or
Yes,
Yeah,
but
they did.
Microsoft.
They did.
Okay, so
Bethesda,
Bethesda, yeah.
Activision. Yeah.
Okay, so for the most part, with certain games, because I know Bethesda purchased id Software, which
Yes, they
yeah,
are.
which gave us Rage, which the first one was questionable, but the second one was fire, hands down. It was
I
hot
like that.
fire.
I like that.
So again, it depends. Um, um, when EA bought Vice, we thought that was going to be a good thing.
Mm.
Um, we thought when EA had that Star Wars contract that it was going to be a good thing, which I'm not going to front. Star Wars Fallen Order, and Star Wars Survivor. I think I'm saying those correct. The ones that are like Souls games. Oh,
I
you're
don't
muted.
remember.
You're muted.
My bad. It's Fallen Order and Survivor.
Survivor.
Because they're
Those were
two of my
fire.
favorite games. I
Okay.
love them.
Yeah,
I love
those
them.
were fire.
Mhm.
But I was highly, highly disappointed with Battlefield. Both entries. I
Yes.
like the
Yes.
second one for the story
Yes.
that it told, but the gameplay that we thought it was going to be was not the
Hold on.
gameplay.
What was the one that just recently released? What was that? 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I didn't like that one. What was the one
Battlefield,
before that one?
Battlefront 2. It
4?
was Battlefront.
Battlefront.
Battlefront, not Battlefield.
Oh,
Battlefront.
my bad, my bad. You didn't like Battlefield 2 after all of the updates? I mean, Battlefront 2?
Battlefront 2, the story was good, but the gameplay was still, you know what I'm saying? Like when we first were
Maybe I'm talking
introduced,
about the online. Maybe.
when we were first in,
Yeah, the online one very good.
when we were first
That one very good.
introduced to Battlefront, we were under the assumption that it was a Star Wars Battlefield.
Right.
That was the
Well, that's
assumption.
how
That
I saw it. I saw it.
even the trailer, when you see them fighting the stormtroopers throwing the grenades, the thermal grenades, you're like, oh, did they turn Star Wars into Battlefield? Did they turn Battlefront into Battlefield? What? Like this is good. You get to play that game and you're like, oh, I love it for the nostalgic reasons. It plays like it did back in the day, but it's not the new Battlefront that I thought it was going to be. That was my initial disappointment. The story was fire. I ain't gonna front. The story on Battlefront 2,
Yes, sir.
definitely fire. The fact that you did more aerial battles, they incorporated the aerial battles was fire. But out of all that came out, it was the air simulator Star Wars that was the best Star Wars. What was the one that came out after Battlefront?
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Rogue Squadron. So like even I mean, well, I mean, that's what it was called, the most recent.
It was some type of I think it was Rogue something.
It was Rogue something. Hold on.
You talking about the one with the fighter, with the fighter jets. Or the
Yeah,
space, whatever.
I mean, that's the most recent one. I don't know what it was called. But
real quick, Skitty, could you get? I just want you to get to.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it. Yeah, I'm wrapping
so
it up. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's all good. It's all good.
Definitely gotta get ready for the other pod. But yeah,
okay.
my initial thought, again, it depends on the situation. Some are good, some are bad. We had, unfortunately, more bad situations than good situations when it comes to this merging, and hopefully the good start rising, because they're gonna feel it.
Right.
Yep. And this is how I truly believe or truly think on when companies start merging or getting bought out. It sucks. It sucks. Personal experience, went through it when I was at GameStop. EB and GameStop became one. People lost their job. That is the normal thing now. When a company buys into one, someone's going to get left behind. Prime example, go back to Perfect Dark with Xbox. I'm sure there's smaller studios in PlayStation that's gotten closed because of their mergers or their buyouts. It doesn't help anybody. It only helps the people up top. It doesn't help the gamers. It doesn't help the people who have the jobs that have to do the stuff. So,
You good.
so when it, I got you. When it boils down to it, no, I hate them. I hate it when companies start buying in studios because one, now granted, it's a little bit more diverse now because indie studios are starting to pick up more and more because they have more visibility. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, they can now show their game off a lot easier to where people can see it and play it. But when you have these Goliaths like ActiBlaze, Bethesda, Santa Monica Studios, which I think is
Yeah, that's
now
just
just
Sony.
Sony Studios, From Software. Yeah, it's just straight up from Sony Studios. Who else? EA, and I'm missing one. Even though they
Right.
suck right now, Ubisoft. Like you have these Goliaths of studios, and they're the only ones that people know that exist because they have the resources to make their game shine more than others. There are plenty of games that's out there right now that's doing better, if not more, than these quote unquote, AAA titles. So no, I do not like it. I'm not a fan because again, if they were promoting the game like Perfect Dark, like a Scalebound, or there was another title that was coming out for Xbox that got canceled, we're never going to see those titles regardless of how good they look. They're in the ethos and they're gone.
Got you. That's fire. I want to do a little bit of a rapid fire real quick. We just missed the PlayStation what it's called State of Play, where they showed the only thing I'm really concerned about is Marvel's Wolverine. That's what, man. Anything from the show, if you've seen it, that you guys are amped for, or any show. Oh yeah, the game that's made by Housemark again, I think. Yeah, like the Hell, the Bullet Hell type game.
Yeah, Soros.
Yeah. Star Wars looks really good. That's coming from, what's that?
Yeah.
Eternal?
I was like, yeah.
That's those guys?
That's the name of the company, Housemark. They made Return.
Housemark, yeah. That looks good too.
I think the only thing I'm really excited about, I mean, obviously the Wolverine is a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. That game's going to be tremendous. I think we already understand that. And I wish they showed it, but they did not show it. Intergalactic.
Oh, yes.
I know they didn't show it, but man, that game's going to be good.
I just want to see, like, give me a 3 minute gameplay trailer. So I know,
and I'm good.
I'm a Last of Us fan. Last of Us 2, a lot of people hated it, but that story was peak storytelling for me. Like, for me, I don't care what no one says, I love that story. Anyway, I know if they do what they did with that game to Interstellar or Intergalactic.
Come on, man.
Oh my goodness.
Man. Intergalactic. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so
Neo
good.
3. Because 1 and 2 was fire. Mm-hmm. I streamed a little bit of I got a couple old game clips of the first one. I only played a little bit of the second one, but I got to go back in the first one because just like most Souls game, I get stuck and I don't want to play it no more. And then I'll go back to it because I need to finish it.
Real quick. Well, not real quick. Another rapid fire. One of you said something earlier about the independent developer. It was Kenny. You said they more places for them to show their game. Funny you say that because this goes back to one of the games I was playing, Superhero Simulator. Skitty, you hopped in the chat when I played it. The developers were in there watching me and teaching me how to do certain parts of the game when I was streaming it. That's
awesome.
Yeah, it was fire.
That's awesome.
Going back to, do both of you guys play a lot of FromSoft games? Are you a fan of From Software?
Sekiro.
I am. I was just going to ask, what's your favorite From Software game? Mine is Armored Core. That I love Elden Ring, which is number 2, but Armored Core, man.
Armored Core 2, another 80s PlayStation 2, great game. I'll leave it at that.
Let me look at the list because I know they got a hell of a list.
Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Armored Core. The joint that's on PlayStation. That's what is Bloodborne?
Okay.
Bloodborne.
So
I mean,
no, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. No. I was saying like I never really enjoy from software games. I don't like parry dodge simulators.
Brutalized.
Listen, I'm trying to play this game to have fun. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to enjoy this game. Y'all try to get me to roll 3,000
Let me tell
times.
you
I
something
can't do
real
it.
quick.
So
I'm gonna put. They are not a sponsor, but hey, get in contact with us because I will. This probably will not be the last time I shout their name out.
Sekiro.
If you don't, hold
ahead,
on real quick. If you don't have time to really get into a FromSoft game and like waste time dying 1,000 times, it's a PC program called WeMod. That's all I say. I pay $7 a month, and hey, I don't waste any time. Just look it up. WEMOD. It's official. It's official. You can use your phone and run all type of shit. But anyway, go ahead, Skitty.
Sekiro. Out of all the games, I mean, I love Armored Core. I was PlayStation heavy, so definitely Armored Core back in the day. But my favorite out of all of them has to be hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, I didn't know they did Otagi, the Myth of the Demons.
Oh yeah, what a great game!
I was about to say that was one of the Xbox, one of my ones that I played on Xbox. But yeah, no, definitely Sekiro, Shadow Dies Twice.
And while you're there, Skitty, after you finish saying that, you can tell everybody where to meet, follow you, or your ending statement because we're gonna go in order. Kenny, you're after him.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Sekiro Shadow Dies Twice. Once in that game, I was in that game. And I'm not even really a Souls player, but the fact that you could jump had me at hello. You know what I'm saying? Because on the other Souls games, you can't jump. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wait for it to have an action to hop over a cliff or something like that. But for the most part, you're a ninja on this game. It gave me, you know what? Here's my comparison. If Dark Souls and Tenchu had a sexy baby. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. But the story in itself, and then the fact that it's
like
coming
that.
out with an anime soon. So yeah, I'm definitely Crunchyroll just dropped that on us. But yeah. You can follow me on Skitty Live on YouTube, same name on TikTok. I am Skitty Live, some numbers on Twitch. I forgot. I need to get on Twitch more. I do. But yeah, I'll be streaming a lot of Jump Space because, like I said, that's my game, and y'all need to get on that joint too. But but for October, with Jump Space, I will be doing a horror based theme. So I will be getting back into getting the second ending of Silent Hill, and I will be running some BioShock and some other fellow horror games as well. Oh, and also, I'm sorry. And also, don't forget, 11:30 Sundays, the level. You'll see me there too. I'm out. It's like, no, I'm just like,
All right. And I mean, this was a great conversation, man. I loved everything about it. That's why I love video games so much, man. It allows people to get together and talk about what they love the most. So, but you can find your boy on the Twitch, Mr. Ken Carter, on Instagram, Mr. Ken Carter Gaming. Sometimes I tweet, not a lot. It's mainly all sports related. And at least on Twitch, I play World of Warcraft mainly, but I'm about to start getting into doing a lot of IRL streaming because I started playing Magic the Gathering and Star Wars Unlimited. So your boy is stockpiled on cards right now, and I'm gonna start going to tournaments, posting my YouTube progress, and really taking advantage of my free time. So
That's fire, man. That's fire. Both of y'all guys. They got some great content. Follow both of these guys. They're in the level family, but they do things on their own. They've been doing it. They're fire. I will make sure. Well, in the comments, I mean, in the description, all y'all link information is there, so they can follow you through that. This has been a great show, man. I got to work out the kinks, being as though this was episode 1, seeing how each one of us roll off of each other. Pause. I got to develop a way to be a better assister if we're going to compare this to basketball. I got to be a better point guard because both of you guys both of you guys.
Yeah, you gotta be Jason
I got it.
Kidd.
I got it. We this was only episode 0, is what I'm gonna call it. 0.
There you go.
We'll be back next month, sometimes to do our October special. Maybe we'll have a Halloween theme, something, because Skitty, me and him were talking earlier about what we're going to do in October. I was going to go through The Last of Us 1 and 2 again, and also I downloaded something from Steam called the Lakeview Cabin Collection. So that's supposed to be some 8-bit horror type game. I'm gonna stream that in October. But great conversation. Follow me, Bruce McFly, on everything the level. And next time we come back, there will be an outro screen here, guys. But nothing. We're just gonna say bye. Bye.